Hello and welcome back to more Professor Layton in the Unwound Future. In the last episode, we played through the third chapter of the game, and today we're playing through chapter 4, Back to the Present, not Back to the Future, which is a phenomenal movie that you all should go watch, as well as the whole trilogy, but Back to the Present, which is chapter 4 of the final game in the Professor Layton trilogy. So, let's return to the clock shop and return to the past.
Say, when was that lighthouse on the Thames built? About 5 or so years ago. Did anyone complain about the lighthouse's peculiar location? Building a structure like that in the middle of the Thames seems like it'd do more harm than good. You make a good point, Professor, but enough chat about the city. We need to make for the clock shop.
Okay, then to the clock shop we shall... Oh, I guess talking to this guy. I was pretty sure that Okay, pretty sure I hit the down arrow game, but alright. Oh, thank goodness you stopped. The most debonair gentleman in London requires your assistance.
Okay, well, what's the matter?
It's the blasted bird over there. The dreadful creature swooped down and plucked my best cufflinks right off my sleeves.
What bird?
Catch the parrot. Oh, so this is the parrot we saw earlier.
Oh, that must be the bird this fellow was talking about. Oh, wow, a parrot!
Don't just stand there gaping. Grab that awful thing before he gets away.
You may not have noticed, sir, but we're in a bit of a hurry here. Listen to yourself, Luke. Don't you remember what the professor always says? Helping people who need us is the duty of every gentleman. I suppose you got me there. Very well then, let's sneak. This bird clearly likes shiny objects. Tell me, sir, do you have anything shiny we can borrow for a moment?
Of course. What sort of gentleman would I be without the proper... Okay. Here, I carry around this garnet for when I need to accessorize with a little flash. Oh dear.
What's wrong?
Curses, my garnet has fallen to the bottom of my bag and I can't reach it. So just dump out the bag.
You're not making it very easy to help you, sir.
A red garnet has fallen to the bottom of a downright cluttered bag. Can you slide around the other... Oh, great, it's one of these. Oh, these are my favorites. Okay, where do I even begin? Can't you just open up the bag, or open up your briefcase or whatever to get it? You had to have gotten these things in here somehow, so clearly you just open up the... there's only 2 pieces that we can move here. We can move you... Oh my god, I know how this works. We can move you up, and we can move you... I said we can move you up. I guess we can move you in that direction, so that we can also move you up like that. Oh, okay, I see how this works. So now we can hide this thing in here, then tuck you away in here and hide you all the way up here. I said up here. This trilogy of games has not been responsive to my movement at all. Like, I'm sliding the garnet up right now. You can't see it, but you can probably hear my finger tapping the screen. It's there you go. Okay, it was not responding to my input at all. But anyway, technical difficulties aside, now we can just move. Never mind, there's still... There we go. Now it's actually... Do I have to slam it down? Nope, it's not... Okay, this game is just not responding to my input at all, I swear to God.
I've got the answer. Puzzling? I think not.
I've never had issues with any mobile game with responding to my input before. But Professor Layton's just a unique little game. Puzzle 38, okay. Aha, and you'll notice it doesn't happen during dialogue. I can tap the screen normally fine here. Normally fine, totally fine here. But as soon as I enter a sliding puzzle, it just ceases to function, apparently.
With any luck, this flashy bubble will attract the feathery fella. When he gets close, see if he can make friends. Leave it to me. Right then, here goes. Here he comes. Don't worry, little guy, we won't hurt you. You don't say. Say, that bird seems pretty keen on you. Are you friends now? Of course.
I met him for 2 seconds and we're best friends.
Now that you're friends, why don't you give him a name? That's a great idea, Professor, but what should I name him?
Okay, we're naming you Iago in honor of Aladdin. That's what we're doing. Iago. Do not autocorrect like you did with the last pet name. Iago. Which, by the way, Aladdin's another phenomenal movie that you should go watch.
Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Iago.
Hello back at you. I'm Luke. Nice to meet you too, Iago. Well done, Luke. That was amazing. Of course, what else would you expect from the apprentice of the great Professor Layton?
Alright, we completed the parrot side quest, ladies and gentlemen. We now have a parrot in our inventory. You have a new feathered friend, Iago the parrot. The parrot minigame has been added to the trunk. First, have the parrot play with Luke to learn the basics. Once you've done that, you'll have the chance to do lots more with your parrot pal. Oh boy, I can't wait. Thank heavens you caught that feathery menace. What fine young men you two are. Keep at it and one day you may each become a true gentleman like myself.
We're glad we could help. Here you go, I believe these cufflinks and garnet are yours.
Oh yes, there we are. With these on, I'm even more devastatingly handsome than before. I believe you two young men deserve something for your trouble.
Oh, there's really no need, sir. Yes, he's right. Having people is reward for enough for any gentleman.
Great. Can I go down now? Okay, now I'm actually allowed to go down. Okay, so the clock shop, we had to go all the way back here to get to the clock shop. And the clock shop would be in this general direct. No, that's the casino. Okay. So let's just keep going back in this direction.
Let's take the path on the left up here. The left? Will that way take us back to Midland Road as well? It will in half the time.
The path to the left. Oh, okay. Let's just keep on moving then.
Midland Road is just on the other side of that door. I'll run ahead and open it. Hey, the door's locked. Locked? Yeah, that can't be. Step aside, Luke. Step aside there, Luke. I'll get it open. Strange, it is locked. Look here, you two. There's an unusual set of numbers embedded in the door.
Time for a puzzle. To open the door, place 4 numbered tiles in the blank spaces so that all the conditions set forth by the equations are fulfilled. Okay. So. Oh my god, I know how this works. These 2 numbers multiply to... Okay, there we go. I was trying to be as exaggerative as possible and trying to draw on the screen to make you hear that there wasn't responding to my input, but now it is. Okay, so these numbers and these numbers have to equal each other. So numbers that multiply. Oh, and it's the and here we go again with me drawing on the screen and not responding to my input. There we go. What is it about this trilogy that just does not? Oh my god. Okay, so all right. These numbers have to equal each other because there's equal signs in that direction as well, and they have to equal them in this. Okay, I don't even. Okay. So that's actually not as hard as the game makes you want to think it is, because you just have to find, like, it'd be the same in both directions, and whatever these numbers are, we can just put the opposite. So basically, here it's cross proportional. So I'll just put whatever these. No, not that. Whatever these numbers are is the same as whatever these numbers are, and we'll just do that. So, out of the numbers we have, what can we add up? So 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 2 and 3 multiply together to equal 6. And 2 plus 3 equals 5. And then on the other end of the spectrum, 1 times 5 equals 6. And 1 plus 5 equals 6. So that should satisfy the equation, right? I think. Oh wait, do I have to put them up here? No, okay, so you have to put them there. So 2 times 3 is 6, which equals 6. And then 2 plus 3 is 5, which equals 5 down here. Okay, I think that satisfies it, right?
Allow me to present my solution.
Yep, we got it. Nice.
It seems I was right on the money.
Brilliant. Here's one puzzle solution. Yeah, okay, we got it. Thanks.
Wonderful, Luke.
Wonderful, Luke. Wonderful work, Big Luke.
I think it's a little early for congratulations, Professor. The door's still won't open. If the puzzle wasn't keeping the door shut, what is? Well, I suppose it's time for Plan B. It might seem like too simple a solution, but would you help me shut this door?
Certainly. It seems we've run out of other options anyway.
Ready, everyone? All together on 3. 1, 2.
Wait, so the puzzle was pointless? What? The puzzle was just... Oh.
Who's that swirl on the street? Ah, it's hard to believe, but this fella must have fallen asleep against the door.
This just goes to show that every puzzle has an answer, even if that answer is just brute force.
Well, think fast, Professor, because that answer is coming right out and saying Luke's mad.
Oh, it's this guy from earlier.
Hey, why'd you kick down my napping door? Not only did it hurt, but you woke me up.
We're terribly sorry, sir. Please understand we had no idea you were there.
Oh, haha, didn't realize it was you. Look, forget I saw anything. I'm feeling kind of queasy, so I'm just gonna go head home now.
I think you have driven that poor man off again. I wouldn't fret over it too much, Professor. Besides, we need to keep moving toward the clock shop. We're just about there.
Okay, so, to clarify... No, I didn't want to go back. To clarify, that puzzle was actually just pointless, because we just ended up brute forcing our way through it anyway. Great.
Did you happen to notice that odd flower going in the abandoned shop on Southern Midland Road?
No, I can't say that I have.
What's so strange about that particular flower? Supposedly it attracts puzzles that have disappeared from the original location. Like a Venus flytrap of puzzles? That's what the rumors say anyway. I've never actually seen it for myself, but if those rumors are true, we'll have the ability to reach—
Yes, okay, thanks. You already explained it. Yep. Okay, cool. Let's go. Okay. What? I don't. Do we seriously have to go inside? This isn't the shop in question, is it? Okay, where? You want me to go here? No, you do not want me to go there. Where's the? You said it's on Midland Road. You said. Okay, we found it.
Watch out, Professor. There's a bee over there.
Now, Luke, I'm sure he won't hurt us, as long as we don't bother him.
If you...
You know, I've never seen a bee quite like this. Can you try talking to him, Luke?
I suppose I can give it a shot.
Well, look at Mr. Tall out here. Clearly he knows a bee of distinction when he sees one.
Talking bees. You really want to go?
Wow, you're not like any bee I've ever met.
You like jazz?
Isn't that what I just said? Well, it's true. I'm no run-of-the-hive bee, but I do try to blend in.
You'd probably have better luck blending in if you didn't talk.
Sure, whatever you say, smart guy. But listen, I've got something you should hear. You know those puzzles you don't get around to solving? Well, they all come hang out with me. You see, I have what you might call one of them magnetic personalities.
Wait, are you saying you've got the same job as Granny Riddleton?
Granny who? I don't know no grannies. But my name is Beasley. I'm gonna tell you how to peruse those puzzles now. So listen good.
I'm all ears.
Tap that flower over there to see a list of all the puzzles I've got. It's as simple as that. So anytime you get a craving to solve some of the puzzles you left behind, come here. Did that all make sense? Because people tell me I do tend to drone on.
Har-dee har.
Drone?
Comedy gold.
It makes perfect sense.
No wonder you're no wonder you're a bee. You're just as much of a comedian as Jerry Seinfeld.
All right then. You have fun with those puzzles, and I'll be here if you need me.
Who can deny the heart that is yearning? Did we really need a 60-second long tutorial on how to tap a goddamn flower? Did we...
Sounds weird, I know, but if you...
Shut up. Did we really need a 60-second long tutorial on how to tap a flower? Was that really necessary? I don't think it was. Anyway, let's go to the clock shop, because that's why we came down this route in the first place. Clock shop. Here we go.
There's the shop. The door was locked earlier and no one would answer when we knocked. That's because you didn't know the secret knock. Watch this. Come in. Go on, try the door now.
Okay.
It doesn't look like anyone's here.
Well, look who's back.
Ah! What are you doing hiding there?
I see you've learned the secret knock, dearie.
Actually, it was I who did the knocking, Spring. Is Cog around?
There you are, Luke. Cog's in the back room.
Oh, are you friends with the owners of the clock shop, Luke? I suppose I neglected to mention that earlier. Yes, Spring and Cog have been helping me. Cog actually explains the situation better than I do, so you should ask him about it. Alright, let's see what he has to say.
Okay, talk with Cog. Hello, Cog. Let's have a chat with you.
I thought I heard voices up front. Nice to see you again, Professor, and,
Luke, the Professor's apprentice.
Yes, Luke, of course.
Cog, would you mind talking a bit about the wormhole and how it all started? I think it would help get everyone on the same page.
It'd be my pleasure. You there, Luke. The smaller Luke, that is.
Yes?
Tell me, boy, what does this contraption behind me look like to you?
A big old clock.
Right you are. By my estimates, this clock is well over 100 years old. The old gal needs a lot of TLC to keep chugging along, so I spent quite a bit of time on maintenance. I was right in the middle of oiling up her gears one day when two family goons busted in.
Here we go, this has gotta be the place the boss was talking about. For sure, hey boss, it's a big clock here, it's like you said, it's a real antique, come over and see.
Gramps, what do you think you're doing butting into my shop and getting your hands off my clock?
Can it, Gramps? You don't get to tell us what to do. Don't you know who you're dealing with?
We have a bunch of blockheads who won't leave my shop.
If I were you, I'd keep a civil tongue in my head, old man. Now, out of the way, we got a schedule to keep.
What are you clowns putzing around for? Get to work. If you don't hurry, things won't be ready by the time you know who talked about.
Sorry, Master, we're trying our best, but Gramps here is making things difficult.
Don't be a lunkhead. You know how to deal with difficult. Throw that onto the street.
Let me go, you dirtbags. We're just gonna go for a little walk, Gramps. That's okay with you, isn't it?
You keep your filthy hands off my clock, you hear me? We're just about on schedule, but we have to wait to turn this thing on till it's the exact time the big guy mentioned. That's all I heard before those brutes tossed me out of my own shop. It wasn't until later that I found out what the thugs wanted for my little clock shop. See, the family funded the construction of a time machine by some scientist, and the idea was to use it to create some kind of wormhole or warp point. But how did they manage to do that? Beats me. It was all mumbo-jumbo. Something about opening up a vortex in the flow of time. Anyway, for whatever reason, the plan didn't go exactly as they anticipated. I see. And somehow this whole time manifested itself in or near this clock of yours. That'd be the case, yes. The clock has been here ticking away for over 100 years. I guess that something about the clock's age caused the warp point to gravitate to this spot. Yep, the wormhole, or whatever it's called, was pulled here and became a part of my clock. Thing is, I'm the only one who can keep that old gal running, which means, like it or not, Spring and I are the only people who can open and close this wormhole. That's really strange. It's a burden is what it is. Once the family found out about what I could do, they forced me to work the clock for them.
After a while, I caught wind of Cog's situation. I'm sure it goes without saying, but Cog isn't a part of the family. In fact, the family's been nothing but a source of trouble for poor Cog. It sure sounds that way. Knowing that, I approached Cog and Spring and explained my idea to them. After getting them on board with my idea, Cog fired up the machine to help get a message to you. And upon receiving your letter, my curiosity took myself and Luke on a journey that led us here. That's quite the plan you drummed up, Big Luke. Thank you, but it's about to get even more interesting. Oh? Professor, with Cog's help, we can send you and little Luke back to your own time. You'll be able to ask Inspector Chilmy all the questions you want, but when you're done chatting, you'll come back to put a stop to what's going on here, won't you? Luke, you of all people should know the answer to that question. I keep my promises, and I intend to solve the problem here. It's what a gentleman would do. Thank you, Professor. That was exactly the answer I was hoping for. Well, I wouldn't dream of leaving things here in the state. You've said it yourself, Big Luke. The only one who can stop Professor Layton is Professor Layton himself. Ah, quite right. My apologies, I should never have doubted you.
Okay, return to present-day London. Alright.
You two don't seem to have explored London very thoroughly. If you want to make headway on your case, you need to do more research.
Exactly how much research do we need to do?
Tell you what, come back when you solve 30.
Oh my god. Another one of these fun gateways. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we're going back to Mr. Jerry Seinfeld B. Hey, Barry B. Benson. You wanna give me some puzzles? Alright, let's go.
Come by to dig into it.
Just shut up and give me the puzzles. Alright, puzzle 3, here we go. It takes you 1 hour to get to the office by bus. Your work takes 2 hours to complete, after which you catch the bus back home. Based on the departure times listed below, which bus A, B, C, D, or E should you take to work in order to minimize the wait for a ride home? Note, the departure times for the buses home are listed to the right. Okay, so... I guess we just need to find the set that has the shortest distance between them. Departure times for the buses home are listed to the right. Okay, so we don't want to cross PMs and AMs, so let's just we definitely don't want to do that. And we also can't. Okay, so this would be the shortest gap. Well, I guess technically, well, no, this one would be the shortest gap, but obviously. We would just ride there, and then we'd have to come straight home in order to catch the bus, so that's not gonna work. So we have to have a minimum of a 3-hour gap. So, I mean, I guess if we leave for work at midnight, like, okay, let's clear the. If we leave for work at midnight, we get there at 1 a.m. Do work for 2 hours, it gets to 3 a.m., and then we only have to wait 2 hours for the bus at 5 a.m. So, I guess E?
Here's my answer.
Alright.
I knew it.
Great. Rightio. Pick a puzzle and get Get a buzz on. Puzzle 12, follow the arrows. This puzzle is super easy. All you have to do is place each of the 7 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus and equals, into the square that its arrow is pointing to. Oh, one more thing. The equation created by the cards has to be valid. Is this seriously that simple? This can't possibly be that easy. Is it? Okay. Do I just drag it? Okay, so this goes... Is it seriously that easy? This isn't a puzzle. This is just follow the arrows. Well, I mean, assuming I can actually land them in the square in question. What? Wait, are they even... Oh, okay, I thought... I thought for a second that they would actually, what's it? That the color... The color of the background up here would match the one down here, but no, it's not that. It's not that similar. Okay, so 3 here, and then 4 goes here, and then 1... Wait, what? That... What? What's the trick here? 3 plus... Wait, can I rotate it? Aha! Very sneaky, game. Very sneaky. Okay, 3 plus 4, 7 minus 2 equals 5. Very sneaky, game. Okay, that's very, very sneaky.
That should do the trick. Just as I suspected.
I can almost guarantee that a lot of people got stuck there. Not by no fault of their own, but because the game just doesn't... just gives you these esoteric solutions to puzzles. Okay. Alright, that was... Oh boy. You got a hat sticker. Puzzle 16, what day is it to? If 7 days after 70 days ago was a Sunday, 7 days before 70 days from... Wait, okay, slow down. If 7 days after 70 days ago was a Sunday, 7 days before 70 days ago from today is what... It's still Sunday. The week still progresses 7 days at a time. It's still Sunday.
This one's as good as solved.
That was even easier than the last one!
That's a relief.
Okay, well... That only got us up to, I think, 26. Yeah, so we still gotta go find more puzzles to solve. Sounds fun. Do you have a puzzle for us? Yes, you do. Okay, just give me the... I don't really care, just give me the puzzle. Just give me the puzzle. Puzzle 43, making the cut. The piece of wood below is an odd shape that's difficult to work with. Your task is to cut it into 2 pieces that, when combined, form a square. Because of the grain of the wood, however, the 2 pieces can't be flipped or rotated after being cut. Draw lines that show where to make this cut and tap submit. Okay, this is easy. So, oh my god, stop telling me how to do things. So, the square is obviously going to be lined up here, and we need to find something to fill in the gap right here. So, that seems pretty easy, because all we have to do is just cut it up like this, and then this goes in there perfectly. So, cut it up, and that should fill in the gap, right?
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Perfect.
Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
Sharp answer, that wasn't too hard, right? Alright, we're up to 27. Do the people in the restaurant have puzzles for us to solve? Let's go check the restaurant. I said let's go check the restaurant. Do you have a puzzle for me? Yes, you do. So spill the beans. Yeah, okay, great. Just give me a puzzle. Give me a puzzle. I just need to get back to the present. Okay, number 41, carrying glasses. Rubbing his back, the waiter sighed wearily and said, I always use the same box to carry as many glasses as I can at a time, but there's one type of glass that I hate carrying. Of the 4 glass types pictured here, which one is the waiter talking about? Keep in mind they all weigh the same. Okay. So it needs to be the one that you can fit the most of in the box, which should be the one that can be most easily stacked, which would be this one.
Let's see if I've got this right. Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
I mean, at this point, it's just like, yeah, the puzzles are here. Like, I started playing this game for the puzzles, but at this point, I don't know if it's just, like, it's gonna make me sound really arrogant to say this, and I apologize in advance. I don't know if it's just that the puzzles are getting easier, or I am getting so used to the logic of how these puzzles are constructed that I can go through them very quickly, so it doesn't feel satisfying to make my way through them. So at this one's just like going through the motions, trying to get through the puzzles. Okay, so we're at 28 now, right? Yeah, 28, okay. Do you have a puzzle for us? I think I'm what I'm out right now. Great. When I need you to have a puzzle for me, you got nothing. Great, wonderful. How about you? Yes, you have a puzzle for us. Great, okay. Silky here has a puzzle for us. Great, just give it to me. I'm ready. Number 39, Code Confusion. The four children were playing in a park when they suddenly realized that they needed to go home. In their haste, however, they mixed up their coats. A, I forgot my coat. B, hey, A's name is written in this coat. Okay, so B is wearing A's coat. C, wait a minute, I didn't even bring my coat today, but I'm wearing, okay, so there's only 3 coats to work with. But I'm wearing one now. D, this definitely isn't my coat. Okay, so if that's true, so C is wearing, C's wearing a coat. Okay, so that, okay, so, alright, I got, alright, this is easy, so, so, B is wearing A's coat, so we'll draw that there. A doesn't currently have a coat, so if C didn't bring a coat, and A isn't currently wearing a coat because there's only 3, and D is wearing a coat that definitely is not his, then it means that D has to be wearing B's coat, and C has to be wearing D's coat, because C didn't bring a coat, and D knows for sure that the coat he's wearing is not his, means the only one that's left is B, so, this guy's wearing D's coat.
How about this?
Simple logic deduction.
Phew, that's a relief.
Okay, only one more puzzle to solve, and then we can go back to the past, or the present, I guess. Okay. 29, we just gotta find one more person. Do you have a puzzle for us? No, you don't. Great, okay. Let's keep... How about you? Nope, no puzzle from you either. Fantastic. Does anybody have a puzzle for us? I don't care, just... Okay, great. They leave wet footprints. We already know that. We already know that. Great, okay. I just need to find a puzzle. Just one person somewhere in this goddamn town has to have a... You. There we go, we found a puzzle. Okay. Oh, you're a genius, so are you? Alright, we'll see how well that goes. Puzzle number 33. Below are 3 siblings, A, B, and C. A, I have 1 older brother and 3 younger sisters. B, I have 2 older brothers and 2 younger sisters. C, I have 3 older brothers and 1 younger sister. For all the statements to be true, what's the smallest possible number of siblings that can be in each family? Okay, so, I guess we'll just draw this out. So, we'll do B and S to represent brother and sister. Okay, so, person A, we'll put person A here. I said person A here. Okay, so they're down here. So, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say that A is... A's a man, and B and C are both women. So, we'll put A here, and then 1 older brother, so there's 1 brother above him, and then below him, we have 2 younger sisters, and one of those younger sisters, okay, so 2, okay, no, so they both have to be B and C, so we'll put them there, but B also has 2 younger sisters, which means there's another sister below that. So we'll put a sister down here. And C... Okay, and then, oh wait, so, and then also there's a younger brother here as well, so we'll put a brother in between there. And C. C has 3 older brothers and 1 younger sister. 1, 2, 3, and, okay, so that works. So 6 would be the answer here.
Let's see if I've got this right.
My labeling there might have been a little confusing because I was using B to indicate person B, but also to indicate brothers. But that probably made more sense in my head than it did on paper. But we still got the answer. Okay. So there we go. That's all 30 puzzles that we have to solve. So now we can head back, go back to the present, and get answers by talking to Inspector Chelney. This chapter is definitely a lot lengthier. I went the wrong way. We have to go back down that pathway to the left. This chapter is definitely a lot lengthier than the previous one. So let's go in here, up this direction, talk to you. Yeah, we solved 30 puzzles. Okay, just send us back to time. Send us back in present.
I hope you understand if I stay here. I don't want to risk distorting the events of the past any more than necessary.
I agree completely. Besides, the poor inspector's eyes might very well pop out of his head if I showed up with 2 Lukes.
But just think about how fun it would be to see his reaction. Pity you can't come, Big Luke.
Okay, she's all ready to go. Let's get this show on the road. Here we are.
Oh, I feel sick.
Are you going to be alright, Luke? You're positively green.
I feel sort of seasick. My ears are all stuffy and the ground feels like it's made of marshmallow.
Yep, that'd be this time sickness talking. First time I made, I felt the same way.
Well, Clark, we're going to head off now and see what we can find out.
Sounds good. I'll be here waiting for you. Just use that special knock and I'll let you in.
Excellent. I was wondering how we'd contact you if you went back to your own time while we were out.
Yep, that'd be a pain, alright. Now you two students skedaddle. I let to get home in time for dinner. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. You have a goddamn time machine, so you can just go back before dinner, but alright. Leave the clock shop.
There's no doubt about it, Professor. We're back in our own time.
The surroundings here certainly do seem familiar.
Phew, you know, all this time travel has really worn me out.
Yes, I could do with the rest myself, but we mustn't keep Clark waiting.
You're right. Shall we go and find Inspector Shelby?
That will be our second stop. First, I'd like to run by my office at the university.
So we are taking a break.
Not quite. I need to do a little prep work for our session with Inspector Shelby. Preparation, my boy, is the foundation upon which every good investigation is built.
Where you are, Professor?
Now that we're back in our own time, we can reach the university by bus in a matter of minutes. Let's go, Luke.
Okay, to the university we shall go. So we gotta get to the bus stop. Bus stop right here.
Let's make our way back to my office. Now, which bus goes to Gresson Heller University?
I'm gonna guess it's the one that says Gresson Heller University. Let's travel this destination.
I have to admit I've gotten a bit turned around with all this time traveling. What are we investigating now?
Oh, feeling a bit discombobulated, my boy. I can hardly blame you.
It's also not every day that I travel to the future into my adult self. I could do with a bit of review on our case as it currently stands.
Very well, let's see if we can bring you up to speed. Alright, do you remember why Big Luke called us to the future?
To stop the Professor Layton, right?
And what exactly are we stopping my future self from doing?
Oh right, we want to stop him from completing his time machine research.
Precisely. Which is exactly why you and I here were headed to Chinatown.
Oh yes, now it's all coming back to me. But then we failed to get into Chinatown. It was at that point you started talking about this, asking the inspector some questions.
Yes, but at that time I had no idea we'd be able to jump back into our own time to question him.
In that sense, it seems we got pretty lucky, huh?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. It sounds like something isn't sitting right with you. Is something bothering you?
Indeed. And is that something we've come to investigate? And we've just about reached our stop. We run by my office and then it's off to see the inspector.
You've arrived at Gresson Heller University. Okay, so that chapter probably would have been a lot shorter if I hadn't already solved 30 puzzles. Or sorry, if I had already solved 30 puzzles, but still, at least we got some interesting puzzles in there. Anyway, that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next schedule tomorrow for some more Professor Layton in the Unwound Future. Goodbye.